There's a change.org petition called Don't Leave Your Loyal Users Behind. It's aimed at Kajabi, one of the most popular all-in-one course platforms, after a pricing restructuring that hit existing customers with increases of $1,200 a year or more. On Trustpilot, Kajabi has a 3.5 out of 5 from over 2,300 reviews, and 45 to 50% of the negative ones mention aggressive feature gating or a strict no-refund policy. I went through Reddit, Trustpilot, and 477 Help Scout conversations to find the patterns. Here's what long-term Kajabi users are actually saying. Full disclosure, I'm the CEO of Ruzuku, which is a competing platform. I'm not hiding that, but I think the data here speaks for itself. And I've included places where Kajabi has genuinely improved. Their AI tools, their new cohort courses, a redesigned checkout. You deserve the full picture, not just the parts that help my business. Let's start with pricing, because it's the complaint that comes up the most. Kajabi used to have an entry plan called Kickstarter at $89 a month. That plan is gone. The cheapest option is now Basic at $179 a month, or $143 on annual billing. That's the highest starting price in the course platform market. Here's where it gets worse. If you use your own Stripe instead of Kajabi payments, they add a surcharge, 2% on Basic, 1% on Growth, 0.5% on Pro, on top of Stripe's standard fees. Growth is $249 a month, $199 annual, 50 products, and 25,000 contacts. Pro is $499, $399 annual, unlimited products. But when Kajabi restructured their pricing, they also cut the basic plan's contact limit from 10,000 down to 2,500. Existing customers paid more and got less. One Reddit user described absorbing a $1,200 annual increase rather than face the switching costs. They acknowledge the UI is the best they've tried, but the price keeps climbing. The second pattern is the gap between what Kajabi promises and what users experience. Multiple users described the page builder as limited. One said the platform only has its reputation because the marketing team is amazing. The onboarding was described as a joke by another user, who said the platform makes big promises but isn't user-friendly. And the feature gating on Basic is aggressive. Affiliates, advanced automations, cohort courses, video transcription, branding removal, all locked behind Growth at $249 a month or higher. Now, I want to be fair. Kajabi has shipped real improvements. Their AI tools help with course outlines, email sequences, transcription, and translation with AI dubbing. They've added cohort courses with deadlines and structure. Their redesigned checkout reportedly improved conversion by 68%. And they run on 6-week development cycles, which means features ship faster than they used to. But here's the tension. Users aren't saying Kajabi is bad. They're saying it's overpriced for what Basic actually includes. You can have great AI tools and a redesigned checkout, and still be charging too much for a 5-product limit and 2,500 contacts. The third pattern is support, and in our Help Scout data, this is the #1 reason educators tell us they're leaving Kajabi: poor support quality at a premium price. On Trustpilot, 40 to 45% of negative reviews describe support declining over time. One 7-year customer described it as the worst customer service they'd ever come across. Multiple users describe billing disputes handled dismissively. One used the word gaslighting. Here's the detail that surprised me. Kajabi holds an F rating from the Better Business Bureau, with 18 complaints on file. They failed to respond to 15 of them. At $143 to $399 a month, creators expect support that matches the price. And the trajectory matters. Users aren't saying support was always bad. They're saying it started strong and got worse as the company grew. When the people who've been with you the longest are the ones complaining the loudest, that tells you something about the direction things are heading. So if you're on Kajabi right now, or thinking about joining, here are 3 questions worth sitting with. First, what are you actually paying per active student? Take your annual platform cost, add the surcharges, divide by students who actually completed something. On Basic, that's $1,716 a year before processing. 100 active students means over $17 per student just for the platform. Second, are you using the marketing tools that justify the premium? Kajabi's genuine strength is its all-in-one approach: email, funnels, landing pages, automation. If you're fully using those, the price might make sense. But if you're mainly teaching courses, you're paying for a marketing suite you don't touch. Third, can you take your subscribers with you if you leave? If you use Kajabi payments, your subscription relationships are tied to the platform. Leaving means losing recurring revenue. If you use your own Stripe, those relationships stay with you, but you're paying that surcharge for the privilege. I'm not saying everyone should leave Kajabi. For marketing-heavy businesses that use every feature, the premium can be worth it. But if the pricing trajectory, the feature gating, or the support experience is causing you stress, it's worth understanding your options. We built Ruzuku for creators who want to focus on teaching, not fighting their platform. It's free to start, unlimited courses on every plan, 0 transaction fees, no surcharges for using your own Stripe, and your price doesn't climb $1,200 in a single year. I wrote a detailed review covering every pricing tier, every feature gate, and real cost comparisons at 3 revenue levels. The link's in the description. Whatever you decide, make sure your platform is working for you, not the other way around. Thanks for watching.